So in the greenhouse, when we're starting seedlings on the bench, the little birds get in here and pull them out. They haven't had greens all winter and they're excited about getting something to eat, so they were destroying everything. So I built these cages. I had some spare wire. This was left over from some rabbit cage builds, but I had this 1/2-inch wire too, and I went ahead and put these together to protect them some. Well, they work so well that Susan uses them when she starts them outside, when she puts the seedlings out. Or here she's moved some off the bench and just has them sitting out here. If we don't do that, the birds will get them. She planted some stuff here and was short of them, and so she threw some other stuff over, and this whole area here was planted. They pulled the greens up through it, all the spinach. So I've been requested to build some more, so that's what we're going to do. So this is the wire that I use for the top. Bought a large roll of it and got all my 3-foot pieces cut. You could do them 2 if you wanted, and you know, by any length you want, but the 3 foot works really good on the benches. Sometimes a little more than we want in the garden, but it works. So then I've got this 1x2 cage wire, and I had part of a roll left, so I cut 3-foot strips, 3-foot lengths, and then split them down the middle. So we've got the little spine sticking out where I split them. That helps it stick into the ground and you know, not move around so much. Things can't get under them. So I'll get probably a few more cut here, and then we'll set up and put some together. So I take the sides and put them to the top, and then I'm using hog ring pliers. It's called the Ringer. It's a hand tool that you slide the skein of rings onto. Looks like I need some more now anyway. And then just squeeze it and it rings it. It doesn't ring it as tight as a pneumatic ringer, so I don't really like it for cage builds. It's fine for repairing them, and for this, where I want it to be able to move, works just fine. So my original design, I bent the sides at every 3 feet and then put the top on, and they work great. The biggest problem with them is storage. So in the fall, when you're putting them away, the winter when you don't need them anymore, the darn things are just bulky and big, because they stand up 9 inches. But with this system that I'm doing, I'll be able to just fold them up and either ring them or zip tie them together while we need them, and then put them back flat when we don't need them and store them right under the bench. So I think that this is going to work better for having, you know, lots of them, to not have them just, you know, take up the entire greenhouse in the winter time, because it seems like every time I move around in the greenhouse in the winter doing something, the darn things are in my way. So I think this is going to work pretty well.